Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I. We're in Cape Coral, Florida, and we have with us today on this exciting kids show, we have my great niece, Jocelynn, and later in the show we're going to have her brother, Brayden, correct? Now, I heard that you love ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what we're going to do for the kids today and how we're going to do it.
So we're going to make ice cream in a bag, and we need 2 plastic gallon bags, having whipping cream, sugar, milk, and a bunch of salt, and ice, and vanilla.
Okay, so we want to put the vanilla right there. So the first thing that we do is we whisk together. We need a big bowl. Okay, now what we're going to do, Jocelynn, is you want to read me the instructions, or you're going to do this part.
Yeah.
I'm going to read the instructions, okay? So 1 cup of heavy cream, put that in the bowl. Good. And then a 1/2 cup of milk. And we pre-measured everything, right, Jocelynn?
Yeah.
Okay. Then 1/3 cup of sugar. And I'm going to put 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, right?
Yep.
There's just never enough vanilla as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so what I need you to do is whisk that together and get it all combined, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you love making this?
Well, it's just good.
It's good? Easy, huh?
Yeah.
So it's more fun than doing it in an ice cream maker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're doing all the work, right? So after you get that, we want to actually pour this mixture into a 1-quart resealable plastic bag. Okay, I think this is it, right?
That's a gallon, I think.
Huh?
I think that's when it's the gallon.
You think that'll work or not?
Yeah, it'll work.
Okay. All right, so I need you to pour this into, into this bag. All right. Oh, we want to get all that sugar. Hold on. Yeah, you want to get all that good sugar in there. And probably you could do this with, actually with sugar-free too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to move that out of the way. So let's do that. And so now we've got that, and we've got to do it tight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, in another large bowl, mix together the ice and the salt. Another large bowl. Wait just a second. I'm going to just rinse this out, and you talk to the kids while I do that. How about that? Your Instagram is what?
Jocelynn Pfeiffer.
Piper?
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer. Well, you gotta actually spell it out.
Pfeiffer, and the first F is silent.
And how do you spell Jocelynn?
Jocelynn.
Jocelynn Pfeiffer, and we'll have that up on the thing so people can go to your Instagram. And you need to let all your people on your Instagram know that you are on this show, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what we need to do is put the ice. All right, and then you want to add the salt, it says.
Yep.
Wait a minute. 1/3 of the, fill in 1 gallon recyclable bag, 1/3 full of the ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when do you put the salt in there? Oh, you add the salt as you're doing this, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to add 1/3, right? Mm-hmm. And then you start putting the salt in there, Jocelynn. Okay. You have to add more in there. That's not 1/3 yet.
Yeah.
We may need some more ice to do this.
Yeah.
right? And then you want to do adding ice and salt until the bag is filled. So what we want to do is keep on adding ice, right? And
salt.
we need salt. We need the salt, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think we have to undo this a little bit,
Yeah.
right, to get out the air. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to seal it now, right?
Yep.
And then you're going to shake it you're going to keep on adding salt and ice to it. Am I right, Jocelyn?
We shake it for 10 minutes.
Okay. Add bag with cream mixture and adding ice and salt mixture until the bag is
Yeah.
filled. So what we need to do is
Is
we
get
need to
some
take a
more
little
ice.
short break and get some more ice. We'll be right back. We are back on the Chef You and I, and we now have the bag ready to shake. We sealed it. And so what, Jocelyn, you show the kids how you're going to do it.
All right, so you're just going to take it and shake it a lot.
For 10 minutes. So you might want to have your brother, sister, or somebody else help you shake it for 10 minutes, right? So what we're going to do in the meantime, Jocelyn, well, you can get some exercise that way, can't you? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Brayden come in and take it and shake it for 10 minutes until we have ice cream. And in the meantime, guess what? We are going to make the cakes. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay? So let's hand this over to your brother.
Here, Brayden.
Okay, and he's
Go
going to
and
go
shake
outside and shake it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good idea, right?
Yep.
You don't want to get it all over everything. So, or you can do it in ice cream maker too. You
Yeah.
can do that. Okay, so after you finally shake it, how thick is the ice cream?
Well, it's just going to be like a normal consistency of ice cream, but not as hard. It's going to be like after you've let it sit and gotten it out already.
So you can put it in the freezer and get
Yeah.
it harder. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyhow, what we're going to do next is we have, guess what, to take a break, right? We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. We're going to make our mug cakes with confetti and put ice cream on top of it,
Yeah.
okay? So we'll be right back on what? We're going to be right back on,
Chef You and I.
and we'll be right back. See you. We are back on the Chef You and I with my beautiful niece, Jocelynn. Now, what you do is, this is really simple. Ready? What you want to do is pour the contents of the bag into the cup. All right.
Make sure you don't make a mess.
Yeah, don't make a mess, right. And then 3 tablespoons, which
Milk.
what did we do? We pre-measured those,
Yep.
right? Pour that in. This is really simple. And then you get to stir it with a spoon, right? So I'm going to do this one, and then you can pour the milk into this one, okay? One for you and one for your brother, right? All right. Is it getting there?
Yeah.
So, you know, a long time ago, I went to a nursing home, Jocelyn, and guess what I did? I did all of the recipes in a mug in the microwave, right? And guess what? This is what we're going to do with this one. So I need you to stir this one really good, right? Let's see how you got that.
It should
Oh,
be
you
like
know what?
more of a
Those are
liquid.
yeah, what does it do?
It forms to be a mug cake.
A mug cake. And on top of that mug cake, we're going to put what?
The ice cream that
Right.
we are making.
Already making. With your brother shaking it for 10 minutes. How do you know when it's done?
What, this?
The ice cream. No.
Oh, the ice cream should be done when it's more of like a melted, not
like a
really.
soft seal?
Yeah,
Like soft seal. No, not soft seal.
like soft serve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soft what?
Soft serve.
Soft serve. Right, that's what it's like. So what we're going to do now is, and we need a technician on this one. We need to put this in the microwave, right, for Actually, you're going to put it in the microwave for, I think, a minute. Let's look at the directions again. So, yes, for 1 minute and 10 seconds. 1 minute and 10 seconds. And then you're going to cool it for 2 minutes before enjoying it. Right?
Yep.
So, let's do this. Let's ask our trusty, dusty assistant, your grandfather, to turn on the microwave for us. How about that? So we're back, right? Mm-hmm. On the Chef You and I. And who are you?
Jocelynn.
And you are my
Great niece.
Right. And so we just finished what?
We just finished microwaving the cake.
And they're called what?
Cake in a mug.
And confetti, too, right? Can you see the little confetti in there?
Yeah.
Now, how long are we going to keep these cooling?
For about 2 minutes.
No, 10.
10?
Well, I'd say 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But since we're going to put your ice cream, which is done, by the way, and we put it in the freezer till we get this done, till this cools off, and then we'll show you at the end of the show, right, the final product, right? So the next thing that we're going to do, Jocelynn, is we're going to ask your brother to come in, and I'm going to show you both how to make popcorn cornbread. Have you ever heard of it before? Come on in.
I've never heard of it.
You never heard of it before?
I never heard of it. I've never even thought it was a thing.
You've never seen this. Okay, so we're going to put these over here to cool. And we are going to actually tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Brayden. I'm 14, and I'm from Cape Coral, Florida.
Right. Have you always lived here?
No, I've actually been here for 2 years. I lived in Ohio for 12, and then moved down here.
Right. So you're back in school, right?
Yep, I'm back in school.
And you're doing what this year? Basketball?
Basketball, baseball, and golf.
Wow. I hear you're a really good golfer.
Yeah, can be sometimes.
Do you want to be a pro?
And maybe.
You don't know? You don't know?
Not yet. I haven't
Not yet.
decided.
Just soon. But, you know, watching those guys go out and play golf is wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you like golf?
Yeah, it depends.
Depends on what?
Well, it depends on the mood I'm in normally.
Right?
Normally
Is
it's
she a good
always too
golfer?
hot. No, I'm not good.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
she is.
I'm not good.
Well, your dad's almost a professional golfer, isn't he?
He says he is.
He says he is? Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to have all the ingredients out for the cornbread, which
Okay.
you two are going to make while I watch you. Right?
Okay.
Okay, so let's do this.
And
Let's
he's
take a
gonna
short break.
mention
We'll be
his
right back on the Kathryn
Instagram.
Raaker's The Chef You and I. We are back on The Chef You and I, and we have been joined by Brayden,
Yep.
right? I got it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot of kids call you Brandon, right?
Yes.
Well, you said them right, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what we're making is a cornbread.
Yep.
What do you think about, have you ever tasted that before?
No.
Nope. Never thought it was a thing.
All right, so what, actually, I want you to show the popcorn right here, Jocelynn. And what you do is you grind it in either a blender or
Ninja.
Food processor.
food processor or a mixer that you use to make your shakes because they have really heavy duty blades. So we want you to see what it looks like. So have the camera come here, right? That's what it looks like when we start grinding it. So lift that up a minute, Jocelynn, and then we'll show what it looks like when it's done, right? So you have to get it to that consistency. And guess what? It takes a while to do it. So if you're going to do a cooking show like this, you want to do it either the night before or early in the morning, and you can have fun doing it with each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to learn how to make this? Let's do it. So we are going to actually put in, the first ingredient that you're going to put in is a half a cup of granulated sugar, which we've already measured, Brandon.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, and then 2 eggs. And you could break them in here, right?
Yeah.
And then put them in there. What do you want to do?
We'll just do it right here.
Okay, right. But don't get shells in it, okay? Here's the other one. And then give it to me, all right? And then what you really want to do after you do that is wash your hands. Why? Can you tell me why?
So you don't get raw egg in your
Well,
mouth.
not only that, you don't want to get salmonella, which
Yeah.
you don't want to do that. So go wash your hands.
We got it.
Oh, you got one. I'll get it. You got it? Okay, we got it out of there. Jocelynn, remember what we said? No shells, right?
And I didn't get no shells. He did.
He did, right. So how many years
Yes, I know.
apart are you?
We are about almost 5 because he's turning 15 in January.
15 in January? Really?
I'm
Yep.
old.
You're old.
And he's
No,
gonna
you're not
mention
old.
his Instagram.
Okay, so
later.
the next step is to put the cornmeal flour, into, well, I think I would beat the eggs up a little bit
Yeah,
first.
beat them.
Do that.
Beat, 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 beat.
I mean, you can do this in separate bowls, but
Yeah.
since we're in a mixing bowl, it doesn't make any difference because we're going to pour it right directly into the pan.
Yep.
Okay, so then I would add the cornmeal gradually. Well, that's all right. Don't worry, just get that all together. And you don't have to use a mixer for this. We're going to add the milk to, or the buttermilk to it. Brandon, hold on. Let's add the buttermilk. And I need a little bit more. I need about 1/4 of a cup more to it. So I just need this, about this. Okay, let's add this. Hold on. And then we're going to add the other dry ingredients, okay? We're going to add a cup of flour, but while they're doing that, I'm going to measure out a cup of flour. Hold on.
Okay, now you can mix. And while she's doing that, you want to mention your Instagram?
I will at the end.
Now.
Oh yeah, don't forget to follow me at Bugsy19 on Instagram.
You might want to say that real slow again, but I'm going to add the flour here. That's a cup of flour. Okay.
Follow me on Instagram at Bugsy19.
Oh, hold on. That's good.
And my Instagram is Jocelynn Pfeiffer, and my first and last name you spell Jocelynn, and my last name is Pfeiffer, and the first F is silent, so it's pronounced Pfeiffer. And you spell Bugsy, Bugzy.
Okay, so we have to actually add in the butter, and that's 1 stick of butter that we did in the microwave, and then I'm going to add the other ingredients, kids.
We
So
did
we're
that
going to
before.
add 1/2 teaspoon of salt right here, and they're right here. Okay, that's right here. Okay, I'm going to take this off of here and add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, watch it. There we go. And then you want to add in 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Whoops. And then 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Right? There we go. All right, so now actually you have everything in there that you need, right? And once you get that really well blended, and you don't have to mix it a lot, just get the lumps out, because now what we're going to do is we're going to spray our baking pan, right? Hold on a second. It's right here.
And Brayden's going to finish whisking that.
And what I'm going to do, if you guys move away a minute, I'm going to spray this. Now you can put in parchment paper, but we're not using parchment paper today.
This
But
is
this
just
is for a
little
crowd
easier.
of people, right?
Yep.
You got the family coming over. Well, this is great. What can I tell you? Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna
That's good. But I'm going to use a
Wipe
paper
it a
towel
little.
here. Hold on.
Yum. Don't ever eat that. No.
So, we're
Even though it
celebrating
looks like-
2 birthdays today. Who?
Yours,
Aunt Margie.
Aunt Margie, and your birthday.
Yeah, right. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to pour this in, but I'm going to use this wonderful piece right here. Let's see. So, do you have any jokes or anything that you can tell the kids? Think of one. Can you think of one?
Interrupting cow.
Oh, they got shy.
Let's see.
Here, tell it to me.
All right. So let's pour this in there while you're thinking about the joke.
Yeah.
Should I put just
Or should I do a question? Or should I do like a baking question?
Yeah, do a baking question.
Leave in the comment if you think you know why we put baking powder and baking soda in the cornbread.
Why?
So that way it rises in the oven.
Oh, that's a good idea. Do you like to bake a lot? Either one of you?
Yeah, we bake
Sometimes.
cookies a lot, especially chocolate
Hold on.
chip.
Let me do this real quick.
And we've made snickerdoodle a few times.
Snickerdoodles. Tell us how you make the snickerdoodle. You never talked about that.
How do we make them?
Do you have like get-togethers with your friends by any chance?
No, not really.
Not right now, right?
We just eat them
Yeah.
for ourselves.
Yeah, we just eat them, and sometimes we make them for the family.
For the family?
And we've made peanut butter chip. Is that right?
Peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip, snickerdoodle.
Peanut butter chip brownies for my mom's birthday.
Really?
Yep.
So what do you do for Father's Day?
We give him lots of presents.
You give him a lot of presents?
Yeah, and maybe this year he'll get a little extra something.
Extra something? Really? Please make
next
sure
year.
that you guys
Next year.
send
'Cause
me
this year's that's
a
already-
video of what you do. Could you do
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to shake this a little bit, right? And then,
Oops.
Brandon, I
Yeah,
want you to
it's
put this in
nice.
the oven. Do you think you could do that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Go put it in the oven,
Let's
Brayden.
put this in the oven
I'm gonna clean this.
on the, I think,
Yeah, top shelf.
the top shelf.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Go rinse.
Here, let me do this. All right, and let's shut that. Okay, for 40 minutes. So in 40 minutes, we're going to look at it. So Jocelynn, I hear that you have a joke. Let's hear it.
What? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
Woo!
Wow, that's cheesy.
Wow. Interrupting cow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's
now,
fun.
Brayden, you tell the railroad one.
I don't know that one.
Well, I will. What does the railroad say, Brayden?
I don't know.
Railroad.
Okay, that was good, I think. I'm not sure.
Cut
But if
that
you
out.
want to send anything to either one of them and encourage them to do their own little cooking show, which you can do on YouTube
Yeah.
or anywhere else by just using your camera. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Or your aunt's got something too. Your Aunt Margie has
Yeah.
a camera.
Yeah, comment on our Instagram.
Right. Okay. And don't forget to do what? Subscribe to Kathryn
Kathryn's
Raaker's The
Raaker.
Chef You and I YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But we're on everywhere. Do you know that you're going to be all over the world with this television show?
Yeah.
I did not.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
They'll probably want to audition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take a break.
Yep.
We need to clean up before we make Brayden's
Beanless
Beanless Chili.
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back. We are back on the Chef You and I with Brayden,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And you've got your Instagram account.
Yep.
Give it out.
Bugsy19. Bugzy.
Buggy,
Yep.
not Buzzy. Bug.
Bug-
I got
Bugsy.
it. Bugsy. Okay. All right. So I want you to read off your ingredients for your chili. It's beanless chili.
Yep. Beanless
Right.
chili. Half pound ground beef, a third cup of bell pepper, 1 clove garlic mince,
2 tablespoons
Yep.
of chopped onion.
2 tablespoons of chopped onion, one
Can of,
can of tomato sauce.
which is 8 ounces actually,
Yep, 8 ounces.
and half a can
yeah,
of
half-
tomato juice.
Half can tomato juice.
Half a Half a cup of water.
1/8 tablespoon salt, 1/4 tablespoon ground cumin, half teaspoon paprika, half teaspoon dried oregano, and 2 tablespoons of chili powder, and a half cup of water.
And a half a cup of water, and an eighth of a teaspoon of
Everything.
salt.
Yeah.
Optional, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that actually can't eat salt, you don't have to put that in there. So the first thing you want to do is what?
Ground up your beef.
Yeah, so you want to brown that.
Yep.
So you're using a half a pound.
Yep. So
Okay, so that's why just cut it in half. That's what you need.
it's like
And
cutting
then-
up a steak.
Yeah, right, you're fine. Now take it and break it up into this pan right here.
Okay.
Okay, can you do that?
Yep.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, break it up into little tiny pieces, okay? And I always wear gloves, Brayden. Oh, don't worry about it. You want to clean off the counter afterwards, though.
Yep.
Right? Because meat, you don't want to get salmonella from meat or anything else, and you want to make it easy. Now this is actually 2 portions, right?
Yep.
So I would break the meat up even more into tiny little pieces, because you're going to do that same thing again once we cook it. Well, not really. All right, so anyhow, you can't eat, so we're going to put this away. If you want to double or triple this recipe, you can. So I want you to take the gloves off now. Okay. And just give them to me, and we'll put them in this little container over here. And now you've got clean hands, so you don't have to
Yep.
worry about it. So what I want you to do is I want you to cut up the green pepper, right?
Yep.
So you only need 1/3 of a cup of green pepper. So that's this much.
Yep.
That's not, you don't need that much. Here it is.
Oh.
That's about 1/3. So you want to chop it up into little tiny pieces, okay?
Yep.
All right, so while you're doing that, I'm going to actually show people on TV. You take your garlic, right, which I
Yep.
did before and showed you, and go like this. And guess what? It makes it easy. See how easy that is? Now we're going to I'm going to go ahead and mince this garlic for you.
Okay.
All right, so it makes it easy for you. And I'm going to come over here a little bit and show you. Because you can buy minced garlic,
That's
Brayden.
not as fun.
It's already, huh?
That's not as fun.
No, it's not
You
as
gotta
fun.
do everything.
You got to do everything, right? So let me get in here and get a smaller knife. This is a really big knife. Pardon me. Let me just get in here and do this. All right, so I'm going to do this for him. And as you know, everyone, I am allergic to garlic, so I never eat garlic. But I make people garlics. You know, I use garlic in my cooking show. But I always take a little tiny bit out for me before I put the garlic in. How about that? Good idea?
Yep.
So I made a pot of chili. It doesn't have beans, it's just chili, but it has no garlic. All right? So, but garlic lovers, with this, you want to, especially if you've got a bunch of guys coming over, do you guys play cards, or what do you guys do for fun?
Watch movies, play
Right.
games.
Yeah, right, that kind of stuff, right? So, what you're going to do, once you get really small, so make them like this. Make them like this.
Oh, that's small.
That's small, right. So I'll help you do that.
Okay.
And so you're a freshman in high school now, right?
Yep.
I can't even believe it. When
Time goes fast.
when you were really little kid, right? A little kid. And then when did you get you were involved in other sports besides the ones that you're in now?
Yeah.
You did everything from tumbling to what?
Yeah, I did gymnastics,
Yeah.
soccer. This is my first year actually playing golf.
Really?
Yep.
I would think you were a natural for golf.
Now, I've played, but not for the schools.
Oh, you haven't?
Nope.
Who are you playing with?
I'm playing for the school. It's called Mariner High School,
Uh-huh.
and they have a really good golf team. We're gonna have 4 kids on the team,
Whoa,
and hopefully have a good season.
great. So we also need, Brayden, actually 2 tablespoons of chopped onions. So these are the things you're going to put in with the ground beef, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and do this for you. All right, unless you want to do it.
I'll let you do it.
Oh, thanks. A lot of people don't like to do things with onions. You always want to put your fingers like this when you're cutting. You know that, right?
Yep.
So,
Don't cut yourself.
No, I'm not going to cut myself.
No, I said so that way you don't cut yourself.
That way you don't cut yourself is right. Or you can use a food processor, a little one, and then chop it up really fine, unless you like onion, right? Okay, so then you just do it like this.
Professional chef over here.
Yeah, right. You know how many kids there's 7 of us in my family, right?
Yeah.
There were 7. There's
Yep.
only 5 now because 2 of my brothers passed away. But anyhow, when I was about 7 or 8, my mom was a Girl Scout leader,
Yeah.
or, Brownie leader first, then Girl Scout. And the first thing she did was to teach us how to cook,
Yeah.
which I thought at that time was a little weird, but it wasn't because, we were making oatmeal cookies and all kinds
Yeah.
of stuff like that. But when you have 7 kids and you're the oldest, right?
You gotta make food for everyone.
Okay, so we're going to put all this in here, and I'm going to wash my hands after that because of the garlic, right?
Yep.
Okay, and what you're going to
Sounding
do
good.
is you're going to brown this on top of the stove until it gets kind of like gray.
Yep.
And then what we're going to do is put it in another pot. We're going to strain it,
Yep.
get all that oil out, because it's not really that good for you, the oil.
I understand.
You can it's got more of a fat. Woo!
Yeah.
Those onions really
Yeah.
got to me. So I'm going to take a little short break here in a second, and then we'll put that on the stove, and you can watch us do that. We'll be right back. We're back with Brayden, and we're doing the chopped up meat, the ground beef, and what else?
Bell pepper, onion, and minced garlic.
Okay,
Minced.
so you go ahead and do that for a second, and the camera will show you doing it. You got to talk?
Yep. Oh wait.
Okay, Brayden, I'm going to come over here with you.
Okay.
And you just want to make sure you just get it browned.
Okay.
And chop up the meat while you're doing it there. That's good. So you just want it, Brayden, you want to just get it gray. So just
Yep.
leave it for a while. It's fine. It'll be okay for a minute. But just do this, honey. Just do it like this and chop
Start
that
mixing
meat
it
up.
up.
Yeah, you want to mince it up even more. And it should cook up in a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it does, we're going to put all the other ingredients in this pan, right?
Yep.
And we're going to actually let it get really good.
Okay.
And then how long do you usually cook it? 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour, what?
The chili?
Yeah, the chili.
About 45 minutes.
45 minutes, and then you usually eat the whole thing, right? This is for 2 people,
Yeah, I'll probably eat the entire thing.
the entire thing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's one of the reasons why I made the other chili
Yep.
without garlic.
Yep.
And then you
Yep.
just want to watch it. See, it's starting to work. Okay.
So how do you do it in the microwave? I hear that you can do it in the microwave.
Actually, I take the meat, put it into a dish,
Mm-hmm.
or like a bowl or a microwavable, and then just get it to the gray stage.
Okay.
And then that's the way, if you want to do it fast, that's the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
And then do your onions and your garlic and your green peppers in the pan, and then just pour off the liquid off the actual meat, because it usually gets some grease in there.
Yep.
And then what happens is you can just let it rest for a little while. And
So how long does it usually take in the microwave?
can you put it turn it down a little bit? How did we get that in here? I do it about 10 minutes in the microwave
Okay.
at high. It all depends upon how much you're doing. I
Yep.
mean, this is only half a pound.
So
it
probably
would
take about
make
5
5 minutes,
Yep.
right, at the most. And the reason why you only want to do this for so long,
Yep.
Brayden, is because, see, it's already starting to turn a little bit gray,
Yep.
right? If you can see that. And that's what you want. Now, I do a television show with another chef.
Yep.
He's a pastor from our church, actually.
Ooh, that's cool.
He went to school. Father Andrew went to school, culinary school, and he loves to cook, and he loves garlic. Absolutely loves garlic.
Okay.
To the point where
Garlic-holic.
he's a garlic. Yeah, right. And guess what I have to tell him? I have to tell him, Father, leave me a little without garlic.
Yeah.
because he doesn't understand.
That you don't like. That
No, that I can't.
Yeah.
I can't digest it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So you want to turn it over a little bit?
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go over and get the tomato sauce
Okay.
and the tomato juice and all the other ingredients. Okay.
It's starting to smell really good.
I know. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's about ready. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it over to the sink and we're going to pour off the thing. I think you should turn the stove down just a little bit. Okay. And then turn it over maybe 1 or 2 times more, and then you're going to be ready to go because you don't want to brown it. You just want to get it gray.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to let the camera see this. See how that looks? That looks gray.
Yep.
All right. So I would turn it off now.
Okay.
And then what I would do next is we're going to take a little short break and we're going to pour it off
Yep.
and then we're going to put everything into this pan and we can do that over there. How about that?
Sounds good.
We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with Brayden and his Beanless Chili. So we've already done all of that, correct?
Yep.
So you can see that it could
really
even be a little grayer, you know. So what you want to do is I want you to pour this tomato sauce,
Okay.
which is actually, hold on. I want to get a spoon. You want to get all of it out of there, okay?
Make it saucy.
Yeah, make it really saucy. Then you're going to take and put a half of this in there. That's about a half, maybe. Okay, who cares? All right. Okay, now just mix it together with this.
Okay.
All right, and then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. Okay, our dry ingredients, right? Mm-hmm. And then let's add the dry ingredients, which will be you want your chili sauce or chili powder. Where did that go? Right here. You want to add in 2 tablespoons of chili powder.
Okay. Ooh, smells really good.
Come on, it doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 1. And I'm going to give the recipe for that one too. Okay. And then you want to put, so start stirring it, because then we're going to add a half a teaspoon of dried oregano, which is...
Got a little on me. Oh,
well. All right. So here's a half a teaspoon. And we want to do a half a teaspoon of paprika.
Spicy chili.
Which is really good, right?
Yep.
And we're going to put cumin in there, which is really good.
Yep.
So a half a teaspoon of that. And a half a teaspoon of the cumin. And let's see, then the water. We didn't add the water yet.
Nope.
Okay. And this is cumin. Okay. I love cumin. It's really good. It really is good for you.
It has a nice spice to it.
Yeah, it is a nice spice. And then you want to add in that half a cup of water to it.
Yep.
Right. Here we go. That looks, I think I'd add a little bit more water to that. Yeah, you know. Okay, a little bit more. That wasn't quite a half a cup. Now that's a cup, right?
Yep.
Now, 1/8 teaspoon of salt you can add into it, or you can leave it optional.
Okay.
So that's everything. So now what you want to do is take it and put it onto the stove. Hold on. And what we're going to do in a second is we're going to let that go on low, for 45 minutes. How about that?
Yep.
Does that sound good to you?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to bring the cornbread in.
Yep.
And the dessert,
Yep.
right?
Ice cream and cake in a cup.
Cake in a cup. So put that on the stove, and we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back on the Chef You and I. We are back on the Chef You and I, and this is the end of our show,
Yep.
and this is the piece de resistance. Okay, so here's our ice cream. Can you see that? That's beautiful. So we're going to put it on top of our cake. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, because you could eat this. right? That's a lot. Okay, that's one. Okay, we'll put that here. Now you got 2 here. So this is the shaking kind of ice cream, right? We'll have all these recipes up on our website, which is thechefyouandi.com. Right, that's fine. So we'll save the rest of it for you so you can take it home. Oh my gosh, that was easy, right? We'll put that right over there. Let me have that. So here's our ice cream, right? And also our cakes, which you saw before. Now, the next dish we did was the cornbread, right, kids?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we already cut it all, so we don't need that. Tell me what this is, Brayden.
This is the Beanless Chili.
Right? It looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Tell us what it tastes like.
All right.
Stir it up a little bit. Okay. And it's a little hot. Right?
Yep.
But he likes hot stuff, right? How is it?
Hanging from your mouth.
No. Okay. How is it?
That's really good.
It's really good. And we want to thank both of you. Give your Instagram accounts again.
Bugsy19,
Spell it.
Bugzy.
And Jocelynn Piper, Jocelynn. Is it a space?
Mm-mm.
No space, and then Pfeifer.
And don't forget to go to Kathryn Raaker's Instagram. We're going to have all these pictures everywhere, right?
Yep.
We want to thank all of you for joining us today. Thanks. The next time I come to Florida, or you come up to Cincinnati, we definitely have to do a new show.
Yep.
But you know what I'm going to suggest to you? Do you 2 new chefs? That is to start your own little YouTube with cooking with kids. How about
Okay.
that? And then we can put it on all the networks, including Simul TV, Comcast, on Spectrum, Hulu, Roku. We're everywhere, right? So we'll see you next time. Bon appetit. We can't wait to try all of this. Thanks again. Say goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I Show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.